not about that. It's just understanding the evolutionary processes that are here today at hand and the ones that are rapidly approaching for all of us. It's important that you do that because it's not about everyone copying it, okay? It's not about that. No, the governments are just puppets. They're just tools that are used to... what it is the handful of... I've had personal interactions with the one that sits at the top of the tree. I'll just refer to him as the beast. That's it. He's really stubborn. He's the one that pulls the strings and the rest of them. It's a couple of rebel establishments from out in the cosmos. This is a universal planet here, and you have in incarnational form here all different races from out there. And each celestial management structure out there has a finger in the pie here. And what's happened is a rebel group has gotten it out of control. 6,000 years ago they came to the planet, and it's been out of control ever since. Okay. They're the residual of the Alpha Draconians. We know them as Draconians, hence we have what's called Draconian laws. Also, some of them are known as reptoids or reptilian beings, and that's why you have the big dragon on the Welsh flag. You kind of think, well, what's that? What is that all about? And you have the Chinese that dance to the dragon. Why? Why do they worship the snake and the dragon? It's in the Egyptian culture, part of my culture. And it's a matter of understanding what that's about. And, you know, we're talking about only a handful. Basically, the vast overwhelming majority of life, of all the serpent races out there are now with the light, are beautiful, wondrous, peaceful beings. Okay? The three queens of Orion are serpent beings, and they are Christed beings. Okay? Each one of them. Glorious beings. Okay? And they are here on the planet. And they'll come forward when the time is right. Everyone's here. Okay? And so, yeah, there is a small handful of people that they only know greed and power. And it's timely. I'll bring this out now. This is the philosophy that they operate under. Okay? It's a very important message we get this out and this understanding gets out. This is their philosophy. Govern the people with authority to establish peace under the rule of law. To conquer the mighty and to show them mercy only once they are conquered. Now that is the philosophy we're talking about. So govern the people to establish peace under the rule of law. So whose laws? What set of laws are we talking about? So what they deem peace is really control. When they have you under their control, under their structure, their rules, their regulations, okay, their operational organisations, that's their version of peace. You are not free. You are nowhere near free. You are not allowed to express yourself. You are enslaved into a system where you must work to survive. And soon we will be out of this survival mode. You will no longer work to have to eat, to have to clothe yourself, to have to put a roof over your head. That will not be a part of our reality in the near future. As a member of the Syrian Council, and I speak with authority here, I will express the energy of authority, and it needs to go out to the authorities of this planet, that will not, and I reiterate, will not be a part of this reality and the way we live and operate in the future. We are no longer slaves to their systems. We will be contributing and nurturing our natural talents to our communities because we will have that want inside of ourselves. We won't live under the energy of competition, of greed, of power, okay, of extreme egos. That will not be part of our existence. That will all be dissolved. That's what all the pain and suffering is that we're going through now, is dissolving that within each and every one of us. Alright? And then you will have free time to express yourself and just be you. We will have devices where you can manifest all the clothing and all the food that you like. And you think this is all like Star Trek-y future stuff. Well, we come from the cosmos. We're highly evolved beings. We have incredible technologies. And the whole idea is to understand that the way we live and operate in the future cannot be detrimental to this planet. We can no longer hurt this planet. The way we currently live, what a city is to this planet is what skin cancer is to you as an individual. That is a direct analogy. We can no longer continue to operate in this manner. All the technological devices we will be using will be either exactly in equilibrium with the harmonics of this planet, or will be beneficial to the planet, will add. There will be nothing allowed to operate which will take any longer. That's it. And that's an absolute fact of reality. Whether you wish to come to terms with this or not, that is what's going to happen. And that's what the authorities of this planet need to understand. That it is not us as a power that sits out there that wishes to come in and occupy. It's not about that. We're in line with the creational forces. We are in line with the evolutionary process of the beings on this planet. And now the way we govern is self-responsibility, self-empowerment. Everything can be reversed if we are allowed to come in with our technologies and implement them. Yes. We can minimise the earth changes that are at hand. We're currently operating in a certain mode, and we're heading down a certain path. Okay? Now after our break I will put on and some of the people in here are aware of it, the harmonic equation of the grand plan of creation. That is a fact. This is harmonics. This is talking about the cycles of the way the planet revolves around the sun and the sun revolves around the galaxy. You cannot deny that evidence. Okay? But you can deny that evidence. We have free will here. Sorry, I'll take that back. But you can live in denial of the truth and the evidence, and then all of a sudden the changes will start to occur, and then it's all going to be a bit too late for a lot of people, isn't it? And that's not what we want to achieve here. We're here saying, hey, we're here, we are ready. Please let us in to start changing things. But to change means that they've got to let go of power, you see. And you've got a handful of people that just don't want to let go of that power. If you look at what the Twin Towers did, for example, and how that changed the psyche of the people on this planet so quickly, within an hour, everyone was drenched with fear. Okay? It didn't take long. Now, if we were allowed to have access to that medium, the media, TV for example, one of them, and we were able to come in with, because there's a lot of subliminals that get thrown at you, so we were to come in with the truth and teach the people what is, and educate the people, within 3 months we could have this whole planet turned around. And we were allowed to use our subliminal energies to get people to calm down and be peaceful and, and dampen down their resentment and their anger towards the establishment for lying to them for so long about the truth. Okay? Then we would be able to turn things around very rapidly and turn the psyche of the people around very rapidly. Given the chance. Given the opportunity. We've done this, I could say millions of planets over. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Well, I can only say so much at this time. I'm only having access to a certain amount of information at this time. The moment certain people come forward to me, then I will release more. That's it. That's how it works. That's what I'm waiting for. Someone to come and knock on my door and say, let's go. And then we'll get this ball rolling really rapidly. But at this stage, I've been knocking on the doors, honestly. I have. I've personally gone to the Australian Federal Police and I won't name government people here and things like that. And I have been working in this area, but they all think I'm crazy. They don't want to know. Is it going to take a tidal wave to hit before they start realising what's going to happen? Because we're all individually, as individuals, we're cleansing ourselves, right, as beings. We need to get rid of that negative energy so we can raise our frequency. You can't take it with you, right? You've got to understand the planet is a being. For her to ascend into this higher way of being, she needs to cleanse herself of her negative